Our next speaker for today is Samiksha Sajwan. She is a full-time volunteer of Down Syndrome Parent Society at New Delhi and Down Syndrome Federation of India. वे दो प्यारी बेटियों की मां होने के साथ साथ एक व्यस्त शिक्षिका भी हैं. Please welcome on stage Samiksha Sajwan, who will share how we can be a rainbow in someone else's cloud.
Let me begin by sharing about these two individuals I got a chance to meet in 2015. One is a teenager. She is Unnati Surana from Surat. She is an overachieving student, a swimmer, a table tennis player, a trained classical dancer. She's also a good orator and scored some 96% in one of the speech and drama exam, and that was supposed to be the highest in her hometown. And recently, through her school, she participated in Indian Baccalaureate MYP Innovators Project, where she's been sanctioned a grant of $4,200 to conduct a skill development program for a cause. Devanshi Joshi, she's 28 years old. She hails from Nagpur, working here in Delhi from past 11 years. She has won national awards 5 times. She has many state level and other recognition to her name. She's a first timer for many of the records in the community. And recently she has returned from Seattle, United States, after completing an international course on leadership. And her list of achievement is very long. So when I've shared all that with you, the first thing that strikes your mind that these two persons must be having good circumstances around them and must be highly motivated and focused to make a mark on the society. Well, when they both were born, their parents were told by the doctors that there's not much of scope for them. They might remain vegetative for most of their lives. With some training and management, they might achieve some decent living skills, but there's not a bright future for them. Yes, that is the so-called perceived reality for every person who's born with Down syndrome, also known as trisomy 21. And yes, both of my focused person today are born, rather I should say blessed with trisomy 21, also known as Down syndrome. With proper management and training, they are achieving much more than their neurotypical peers. Let me also tell you that it's a genetic condition. When a person is born with it, one has to learn to live with it, and it cannot be cured. So, being with Parents Association Group has given me ample opportunities to be part of many medical conferences and many mothers meetings, and because of those opportunities I could forge many friendships with special needs mom across the India. And I would like to share that one of the experience with a mother happened recently. In the month of August, somewhere in second week, I received this one message from a mother. She comes from a small town, Chennai. Her name is Kalpana. She has 8-year-old son who is blessed with Down syndrome. Her message read that she's very worried and she's praying that everything goes okay, as her child is admitted to the hospital and will soon undergo a cardiac surgery. And she also requested me to support her with my prayers. Well, I'm a person of faith. I responded accordingly. For another 3-4 days, we exchanged only messages, and I felt a kind of emotional ease coming to that mother's life. And she also sounded that now she's in charge of the circumstances she's put in. And as a parent, we all will understand how emotionally exhausting that particular situation can be. And COVID has also impacted their financial footing very badly. we all understand that how comforting also it is that somebody when in crucial moment when you're undergoing a life battle says I'm there. And it also, just your encouraging steady presence in somebody's life can really boost their morale and life force to a level where they can face their life challenges head on. As fellow citizens, we really need to work upon our limitations, to embrace and include a person with Down syndrome and their families in our life, just as they are. It comes very easy to them. For us, it becomes a colossal task. Well, a little bit about my connections to the cause. Like everybody who is fighting for the rights of special needs is a parent. I too got associated as a parent. And in 2014, I was blessed with a son, Yedhant. He was born with Down syndrome. He too had many medical issues and complications. By the time we addressed and streamlined all his medical conditions, and we were all set to take the second phase of parenting head on, all of a sudden in 2017, when he was 2 years and 8 months, we lost him. Anyways, we tried to cope up with the situation and was learning to move on. But at the same time, I learned how crippled the neurotypical societal mindset can be when upon learning my son's demise and his diagnosis. One of my so-called friend tried to console me by saying, oh, he had a diagnosis and so many medical problems, then it happened for good that he's no more. Another friend, when I was trying to move on and trying to live life the way I choose to, another friend questioned, she was doctor herself, that he had a diagnosis and so many problems, that why it doesn't seem to bother you that he's gone. Well, it took them few seconds to pass those irresponsible opinions. How it made me feel? They never bothered to see or sense that. And it pushed me harder towards being with those who wanted to embrace me the way I am or the way I choose to continue. So I remained in touch with the parent support group. And Down syndrome community, they never doubted my intention. Let's really try to work upon our limitations and push ourselves towards capacity building, to embrace with persons with special needs in our life. It can be, we have to really keep that in our heart when we encounter them anywhere in our environment, and we can salute their courage for showing up despite the odds. I would really appreciate if you go out there and find a person in your environment. Just keeping that courage in your heart, you can try to bring in some few seconds of comfort in their life. You can offer your unreserved seat to them or just get indulged in a small, encouraging chit chat. And let's also try to appreciate and really expand our limitation in a sense that most of the time we try to plan and execute some activities to commemorate a disability day or Down syndrome day. So let's really try to get indulged in real compassionate gestures and reach out to that one person you see in your environment, a special needs or the family. Just reach out to them and be there in their lives as reliable friends. I'm sure you will experience the magic of their presence in your life. Well, I'm not very sure that what you will be able to contribute in their lives, but I'm really sure that 100% or 200%, they will make you fall in love with your life and will surely make you a better person.